Right, okay, so before we get into this video, I want to tell you guys about my new dono site where you guys can donate to me. Go to the top link of the description and you can donate to me. How insane is that? Just use PayPal at checkout and you guys can donate to me and it will all go towards making my videos better and making your viewing experience better. And I know I just spelt videos wrong, but hey, you guys can now donate to me, so if that's something you're interested in, top link in the description. I would really appreciate any support. But yeah, let's get into the video. Yo, what's going on guys, my name is Logan, welcome back to my video. Today we are back with another Black Ops 4 video, but today I've got a super good one which you guys are definitely going to want to watch. And it says 5 simple steps to improve your Black Ops 4 game. So what I mean by this is, if you watch this video and follow these steps, you'll become a better overall player at the game. Not only like generally better, but you'll also be a smarter player too. And I'll explain that if you don't know what I mean. So yeah, here is 5 simple steps on how you can improve your Black Ops 4 game. Okay, so the first step is to use your minimap. So many people just completely ignore the minimap, even if they've got a UAV. It's literally your intel. It's pretty much, other than obviously seeing a player, it's your only form of intel. That is how you're gonna know where a player is. If a player's shooting and you don't know where he is, your minimap will tell you where he is. Also, if you use acoustic sensor, it'll tell you where the person, if someone's near you, it'll tell you which direction they are. Obviously, if you've got a UAV, it literally tells you exactly where they are. It's just so much information that a lot of people take for granted and just don't use. You can get so many kills just by using the minimap, just knowing where the enemies are. And obviously if they're not using their minimap, you instantly got an advantage. Yes, I know Modern Warfare doesn't have minimaps unless you get a UAV, but that's a whole nother thing. We're not covering that in this video. But yeah, tip number 1 is to use your minimap. You've got it for a reason. Number 2 is to have a good class setup. Now, you think this might be obvious, but actually a lot of people don't take into consideration their perks and all that. I always use the same 3 perks, and this might sound kind of controversial because I always use the first 3, but genuinely this is what I believe my favorite perks to be. Scavenger, Lightweight, and Ghost. Sometimes I use Dead Silence if I'm playing a certain game mode, but normally I'll use Ghost. Just because if someone gets a UAV, which is very common, they can't see you. Now I know I said before, but most people, it's just knowing what sort of guns you like to use. Like if you're an SMG player, use an SMG. If you're good with LMGs, don't go and use an AR just because everyone else is using an AR. Use what you're good at using. I personally like SMGs and ARs, so I mainly use SMGs and ARs because I'm good with them. So that's what I stick to. And you guys should know what you're good with by now. If you don't, just try out the rest of the guns if you somehow haven't already. Like 10 months into the game. I don't know. That's pretty much what you need as well. And also in this game, knowing what gear you like. Do you like to use body armor? Hopefully not, but you might. Do you like stim shot? Personally, I always go with the stim shot because it just means you can get that quick. You can get straight back into the action, just quickly stim, straight back into the action, and you can also do it while you're hip firing, which is great. I get so many kills that way. I just find it the best. If you really like intel, you can go for acoustic sensor or the tac device. Not the tac device, sorry, the one that your score streaks one. Whatever you like to use, make sure you guys are using it. So number 3 is such an obvious one to anyone that plays the game, but so many people just don't think about this. Don't run into the middle of the map. If you run into the middle of the map, you're going to get split. Like, if you think about it, Call of Duty is pretty much a war between 2 teams, kind of. And if you think, let's say, if 2 teams, enemy teams are in a stalemate, one's here and one's here. If someone runs into the middle, they're gonna get split. It's the same in Call of Duty. Don't run into the middle, you're going to die. Especially in a game like Black Ops, there's a 3-lane system. 1 lane, middle lane, 3rd lane. Left, right, middle. If you go into the middle, that's where most of the players are going to be, which means that's where most of the enemies are going to be. so there's more likely they're gonna kill you. But if you go to the outside, a lot of the time you can still shoot players that are in the inside from the outside. So you can still get kills, and you can work a flank. If you go around one of the outsides, you can flank, which means you get more kills. So don't go straight into the middle of the map. I know I kind of explained it weirdly, but just don't go into the middle. You can, but don't do it as much. Number 4 is so crucial in this game. Don't prone on the floor. It doesn't work. In this game, I've noticed that jump shotting and also crouch shotting is really, really effective. If you jump shot, you're gonna win like 30% more gunfights. Guaranteed. I win like most of my gunfights. If I'm in just a 1v1 with someone and we see each other at the same time, I can be like 70% sure I'm gonna win that gunfight unless they are an extremely good player. Because I know that if I jump shot, I'm gonna win that gunfight. For some reason, so many people are still trying to prone shot. But in this game, you kind of like put your gun on the floor before you scope in again, rather than just stay in your scope. Which a lot of people aren't too happy about, but I personally don't mind it. But it means you can jump shot, and if you can crouch shot as well. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they're spamming this. Also, if you want to know what happened to my controller, that happens. So the rumbles that are located here somewhere that do the vibration fell out, and they're now loose somewhere in my controller. So yeah, sick. Number 5 is quite an obvious one as well, and it's quite vague as well, is to play tactically. If you think about it, if you've been grinding 10 months for a nuclear, you've never had one before, and you want a nuclear, if you're on a 29 gun streak, you're not going to go out in the open and you're not going to go out and face 3 players at once, are you? If you're on a 29 gun streak, you're probably going to stay stealthy and just go for a simple kill for the 30. Because A, you'll be under a lot of pressure, and B, you want a motherfucking nuclear. So yeah, you gotta play tactically. If there's 6 players here, and you're here, the chances are you're not gonna win that gunfight unless you like optic scump or something. So yeah, that one's kind of more vague and a bit harder to understand because it's such a broad subject and it kind of covers the whole video. But that, just play tactically and play to your strengths as well. I think kind of ties into that one. If you're really good up close, try and get gunfights up close. If you're terrible at range, don't challenge someone at range. If you've got like a close up, if you've got like a SOG 9mm or something and they've got a double grip ICR, don't challenge them from across the map. They've got a shotgun and you've got a sniper, challenge them at range. Unless you're Sprat. But yeah, just play tactically, play to your strengths, follow these tips, and you will, I guarantee, a lot of you guys will see improvements in your Black Ops 4 game. If these haven't helped you, I greatly apologise, but these are the tips I took, these are the tips that I do, and when I do these, I improve my game that much more. I'm not saying it'll help a lot, but let's say you're on that 15 gun streak and you want that 20, this could be the improvements you need to get that 20 kill streak, just saying. So, make sure you're playing to your strengths, follow these steps, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. That's step number 6. If you want some good class setups, I'll leave a couple in the description. I might add one somewhere over that way on the screen. But yeah, that's all for me. If you have enjoyed watching, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested, you can now donate to me through Streamlabs. Link will be at the top of the description there. But yeah, that's all for me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!